so let's talk about 5 myths that you may have when it comes to working out. And of course, let's dismiss them. Let's get it right. Number one, lifting weights will make you look bulky. I had to get this one out the gate because as a woman who lifts, as a woman who loves to lift, and as a woman who teach women to lift, I think it's important that I get you to understand why lifting is important and, help to educate you so you can, as I like to say, govern yourself accordingly. So, a lot of women don't lift weight because they feel it's going to make them look bulky. They're afraid of injuring themselves, or they simply don't know what to do, where to start. And I completely get it. But let me tell you why you need to be lifting weights if you're a woman over 40, if you're a perimenopausal woman looking to lose fat from anywhere, not just your belly, but anywhere. When you lift weights, when you lift weights at this stage, it helps to strengthen your bone. You want strong bones because at this stage we are at a higher risk of osteoporosis. Lifting weights does help to prevent that. Also, when you lift weights, your bones, your tendons become stronger, your ligaments. So God forbid you should have a fall, you heal quicker, right? Also, lifting weights, it increases your confidence. Of course, it really does help with getting rid of fat because at this stage, our estrogen levels are declining, and estrogen helps us to burn fat. It helps us to build muscle. So it becomes harder for us to build muscle at this stage. So while the estrogen is going down, you need to make sure that you're lifting weights so everything doesn't turn to fat. You still have some muscles. When you lift weights, you increase your metabolism. So what will happen when you're lifting weights is you'll burn more fat during and after your workout. And also when you lift weights, it releases lean hormone, like growth hormone. So you build muscle. So those are definitely reasons to lift weights. And you want to eventually lift heavy. And heavy is relative. You're going to start light and then you're going to slowly work your way up. And once again, you are not going to look bulky. You're not going to look like a man. I know the look a lot of you ladies talk about. And the women you see who look like that is not simply from lifting weights. They kind of use additional stuff, which you're not going to be using. The next myth is that you can't lose fat at home. You need a gym membership. Now, if you follow me on the gram, you know I love the gym. I go to the gym about 4 times a week. And this may be kind of hypocritical for me to say, but you can lose fat. You can get amazing results at home. How do I know? Because I did it for years. How do I know? This is what I have my clients do. They work out 30 minutes at home with weights. And of course, I'm going to make sure we link the programs below so you can definitely check them out. Now, for me, going to the gym, I love the gym. Not every woman loves the gym. The gym is kind of like my happy place. I work from home. I spend a lot of time alone. And there's just something about the gym that it's like it gives me a high, my energy level. But not everyone feels that way. There are days I do work out at home. You can get amazing results working out at home. You do need some sort of resistance. Kettlebells, dumbbells. I would probably say if you're new, probably start with 5 and 10 pounds and build from there. You can even start with resistance band because it is a resistance. But if you have the proper tools and you're utilizing them, they're not just sitting there in the corner, taking up space or being used as a storage rack, you will see results. Speaking of resistance band, the next myth is that you can build a high, big, firm booty with resistance bands. No. And I know you may see a lot of your influencers talking about, buy my program, use this resistance band. In 30 days, you get a high booty. No, no, no. That is not how they got it. Resistance bands are great for warming up the booty because you have small muscles in the booty. One day I'll do a video about that. Small muscles in the booty where resistance band can use to activate it. However, resistance bands cannot and do not grow your booty. Resistant, that's because it does not give enough stimulant. It does not stimulate the booty muscle, which are big muscles, for them to grow enough. This is where lifting weights, especially heavier weights, if you want to grow the booty, comes into play. Speaking of the booty, you may be like, girl, I don't want a big booty. You don't have to have a big booty. You don't have to want a big booty, but you kind of want a strong booty. It's called glutes. You want strong glutes, especially if you experience lower back pain. If you experience lower back pain, that may be because your glute muscles are weak. So you can definitely start doing some work for that. But resistance training, whatever your reason for wanting a bigger booty, resistance training will not give that to you. I promise you. And the next myth is that you need to diet to lose fat, to get rid of fat. I'm trying to change my language. That you need to diet to lose fat. This, or better yet, you need to eat 1,000 calories, 1,200 calories, 1,500 calories. We've all heard and seen that one. Those are all myths. You need more than 1,000 calories a day. You need more than 1,200 calories a day. You need more than 1,500 calories a day. Those are just the baseline that even teen girls should be using. You're a full-on adult. You're adulting. You have adult life, right? So you need more than that. I don't teach my clients to diet when we work together. In fact, I've had clients where when we started working together and they see the meal plan, they're like, that's too much. And it's like, no, wait, you gonna see. Because what happens is once you start lifting weights, you're increasing your metabolism. Increasing your metabolism means you start eating more food, and you have to make sure you're eating good quality food. The problem with diet is, one, it is short term. Two, it is unrealistic. And when you start dieting, what happens, it usually includes limiting and eliminating certain food groups. Once you start doing this, it may lead to nutrient deficiency. Having nutrient deficiency can lead to other illnesses. It can lead to thyroid issues. It can lead to your hair falling out. It can lead to a slew of other issues. And you'll lose the fat. But my thing is, what's the point of losing the fat if you're sick? Do you see what I mean? So aim to have good, healthy, quality food. You need proteins at each meal, lean protein at each meal. You need healthy fat, you need healthy carbs, you need healthy fiber. I do have a podcast episode. I am going to link it below where I talk about how you should be eating, especially during perimenopause, to get rid of fat wherever, whether it's to unbig your back, as they're saying it these days, whether it is around your stomach, your arms, wherever. And speaking of perimenopause, since, of course, I am a menopausal wellness coach, and I am there being 45, still feels so weird saying that. The next myth that you gain fat during menopause, during perimenopause, it is perimenopause. That one is a myth, but let me kind of clarify what really happens. So at this stage, 40 and over, 50 and over, when we start going through perimenopause, for the last 20 something years, we've been abusing our bodies. Drinking lots of alcohol, probably pulling all-nighters, doing drugs, all those yo-yo dieting, trying this quick fix, that fix, and just life. So what happens, our hormones are tired. We're tired. We get to this stage now, we start slowing down, but our bodies, our hormones are changing because we're getting ready for perimenopause, right? So, estrogen is one of our hormones. A lot of us know about it as the sex hormone, but it serves so many other purposes. It is responsible for the collagen in our skin, for us looking younger, for our nails, not these nails. It is responsible for so many things, and it is also responsible, helps with our metabolism and help with building muscles. So what happened is our lifestyle change. We're parenting the parents, we're parenting the children, we have promotions, we're running businesses, we're doing so much more. And in doing a lot more, we are not eating properly, we're having food on the run, we are not working out, or if we are, it's a whole lot of cardio. We're not lifting weights because we think we're going to look manly, which, as I said before, it won't. So what happens is estrogen starts to drop, as I mentioned earlier, and everything starts becoming softer because we're not lifting weights, or if we're lifting weights, we're not lifting weights heavy enough to turn the fat into muscles. And as we age, what happens is cortisol have more receptors in our stomachs, so that's why as we age and we put on weight, it seems like it all goes to our stomach. But you don't have to gain fat, especially around your stomach during perimenopause, if you start getting enough sleep at night, if you start managing your stress, if you start having at least 100 grams of protein a day, if you start lifting weights. And these are things that I teach women to do. So those are the things that you can do to prevent it. What you did 20 years ago, the quick fix, the dieting, the having one meal. I remember in our 20s, like we could just want to lose 5 pounds, bam, it's gone. In our 30s, required a bit more. In our 40s, we can't do that anymore. So it's not that it's impossible to lose belly fat, or it's not that it's guaranteed that you're gonna gain belly fat during perimenopause. But what you're going to have to do is you're going to have to start doing new things, because what worked 10, 15, 20 years ago ain't going to work now. So let me know which one of these myths you believed and now you're going to change because you got the knowledge, or comment below any other myth you may have had and you realize, oh, it's not true. And don't forget to subscribe and, of course, like this video.